Hi, and welcome to another edition of Danny Brown Talks Phoenix. This is our Myriad Market in a Minute, where we give you an update on the Phoenix real estate market. So there's currently 16,000 homes for sale in Maricopa County. This time last year, there was 18,000 homes for sale. In the month of June, we closed 9,100 homes versus 9,600 homes in June of 2017. The monthly average sales price for property right now is $163 versus $151 last year. So that's up almost 8%, which is quite an increase. The sales rate for Phoenix is exactly the same as it was last year if you adjust for business days. And so that just shows that the market is relatively flat. Demand right now is actually getting weaker, and that's a contribution of poor supply, higher prices, and rising interest rates, and of course the summer months. So the Phoenix real estate market is super predictable. When it starts to get up above 100 degrees, our market tends to slow down. Less buyers are going out and viewing homes. More people are going on vacation, so the market just generally slows down. So we're seeing home prices go up, but that's more due to a lack of supply in the lower price range homes, not due to home values increasing. So it's super interesting. Everybody thinks that home prices are going up like crazy. They're not. It's the average sales price that's going up, and that's just due to the lack of homes for sale in the lower price point. So what should we expect for the rest of the year and into 2019? I think that we're going to see a continuing slight rise in home prices, and I think that we're also going to see interest rates kind of continue to creep up. I think this is all a good thing, though, because I think this dynamic is going to move us back towards a balanced market over the next 12 to 18 months. Next, I'm going to turn it over to Garrett with JFQ Lending, and he's going to go over what's happening in the mortgage world.
So mortgage rates actually came down a little bit this month, which is the first time in a little while. Not a huge amount. I think the average 30-year rate last month was a 4.71%. This month at 4.67%. So we're seeing them level off a little bit, whereas from the beginning of the year they've been steadily creeping up. So it's nice to have a little more, as you said, balance in the market and not worrying about rates jumping up from day to day like they were for a while. 15-year rates tend to be about 0.5% lower than the 30-year. So if you can afford that 15-year payment, it's a great option. Saving 0.5% over the term of the loan is really a huge amount. Talking about tens of thousands of dollars. So do it if you can, but the 30-year is a great option. And we have to remember that even though rates have gone up and we're not seeing those rates in the threes anymore, rates are still historically low. We're not back up to where it was before the recession, where rates were at 6 and 7%, and where we were in the 80s, where rates were 15 to 20%. So
6 and 7% was really good.
Yes, exactly. I remember when I started in 2006, people would pay thousands of dollars in closing costs to buy down to a 6.5. And now, people are getting rates in the mid fours with no cost. So we're still in a great market. Homes are still super affordable when it comes to rates, at least. So I think it's nice to be level a little bit.
Very nice. And then you also have some information for us on a couple of new products that are out by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Yes. So Fannie and Freddie are the ones that back conventional loans. So you've got, Fannie and Freddie, and then you've got FHA and VA, which are your government products. For instance, in Maricopa, the FHA county loan limit is $294,000. So if you're buying over that, FHA might not be a product that you can use. And traditionally, that would wipe out those super low down payments, like 3.5%. So what Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac did was they created programs that kind of mirror the down payment of FHA. They've got 3% down. Which really allows people to buy at a higher price point, but still have a low down payment that most people are looking for, and not tie up all of their money into their mortgage, because home buying is expensive. So the cool things about it, Fannie Mae, their program's actually been out for a while. It's called Fannie Mae Home Possible. Home Ready, and 3% down. It waives a lot of the adjustments to cost that you would see when you're putting a small amount down. The biggest things that impact your pricing, as in your interest rates and your closing costs, are the percentage that you're financing of the value of the home, and then also your credit score. So what Fannie Mae did was they eliminated a lot of those adjustments to pricing if you have lower credit or if you're only doing the 3% down. The one challenge with the program is you have to meet income limits. So it was really designed to help out low to moderate income levels. So if you make too much, unfortunately, the program's not available to you. And then Freddie Mac actually came out with their new program called Home One, and it actually eliminated those income limits. So now you can use it, still get the 3% down, and not have to worry about not qualifying because you make too much money. The one downside, though, is Freddie didn't eliminate those adjustments to cost and rate, so you may see a little bit higher pricing that comes along with it.
Just makes getting into a home a lot more affordable. And
Yes.
the lesson is that I think people should be in the real estate market when they're ready and not try to time anything. I'm a big believer that when you're ready to buy a home, the right house will be there. And financing is very complicated, and you should get with someone like Garrett to make sure that you're getting into the right program and it's affordable to you, and it's more affordable than you think.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining us for another edition of Myriad's Market in a Minute. I'm Danny Brown, and this is Danny Brown Talks Phoenix.